Hello everyone, my name is Maciej Kociałkowski. Welcome to beautiful Punta Gorda in southwest Florida. In the background you see our billboard, which was erected in mid-April of this year, 2016. It is located along US Highway 17, about a mile and a half east of I-75, visible going north towards Arcadia. From this point, I really want to express my most sincere thank you to all those who made this project a reality. All the donors to our Halt Climate Engineering Billboard GoFundMe campaign, also Billboards USA, which is a billboard company who actually came up with this very successful graphics behind me, and all those who helped us to publicize our campaign, including geoengineeringwatch.org, which featured it in both one of the Global Alert News and the Facebook page, as well as in separate article. I would like to encourage all of you to keep supporting us and publicizing our efforts. Campaign is active. You can access it via billboard section or activist articles section under geoengineeringwatch.org. But even more than that, I want to emphasize the importance of getting active and remaining active in this field. Please try to organize similar projects. If billboards are too expensive in your area, check surrounding areas. Wear a t-shirt. You know, just today when I was in a grocery store, and a lady actually approached me asking if she can take a picture of it, because members of her family like hot debating this subject. So of course, you know, I let her, and I, you know, took an opportunity to also pass to her one of those mini cards which carry, you know, little but very vital information, and are so convenient that you can literally carry them everywhere. And at the very minimum, each and every one of us should carry those mini cards with us. You know, hand it out to people in the store, gas station, restaurants with your bill and tip. In a nutshell, you can basically, you know, pass those around in all the places that you're already going to. Now, let me just get this page I'm reading from. So now I could literally pass like 100 them a day without, you know, putting like significant dent in my budget, but just simply don't have. If I had a chance, of course. Those were ordered from Color Effects in California, and they are less than penny a piece. Think about it. Penny a piece. You find penny every day on the sidewalk. So that's money well spent. Typically you need to order like several thousand to get that pricing, but still that was less than $50 for 5,000 of them. I mean, what a bargain. Now, flyers, which I have one here, sample, so you guys can see. That's the basic geoengineeringwatch.org flyer. Carries really good information with all the bullet points, and those also, those were like 6-7 cents, I believe. You know, so you know, those are primary tools you wanna use. I translated both of those, the mini card and this, into Polish, since I'm Polish myself. And I'm sending them for print soon, and in my effort to raise awareness over there, next month I'm gonna try to distribute some over there, and translation of the flyer is available on the geoengineeringwatch.org. I don't know if the mini card is yet available, but it should be soon. Now, I want to advise everybody who tries to help us with raising the critical mass awareness on that topic, to stick with scientific terms. Geoengineering, climate engineering, solar radiation management, or SRM, stratospheric aerosol geoengineering, or SAG, and other terms are also available. Popular street name chemtrails, although very descriptive, short for chemical trails, if Googled, leads straight to conspiracy theory, which, if introduced to someone unfamiliar with this issue, is not good, plain and simple. People historically don't respond very well to the conspiracy theory term without even knowing where it actually comes from. But anyway, have something credible like those flyer or DVD or mini card to pass on. And finally, do at least some basic research. And I wanna just say this. Although planets' climatic and atmospheric systems are incredibly complex and definitely beyond the scope of interest or even understanding of average person or even activists, the basic of it can and should be presented in a rather simple and straightforward manner. Don't go too deep into the rabbit hole before you shut somebody completely down. But acknowledging the key point is a must, and I've got here 10 of them. I'm going to try to go through them really quick. I don't want to drag this video because, I want to keep it like 3-4 minutes, hopefully. First of all, climate engineering is not a proposal like we are led to believe reading many, official or government documents. It is fully deployed and developed reality, and it has been going on since the end of World War II with ever-increasing intensity. It is a main contributing factor to climate change and global warming, not the only factor, but most likely the biggest one. Global warming is real, as much as we all would want to dismiss it and not believe it is. It is real, and all available data proves it beyond reasonable doubt. Much of the accumulating heat is still bottled in the oceans, but nevertheless, the planet as a whole is much warmer place than it previously has been or had been. Film chasing ice, for instance, is really good to see. Everybody should see that, and it's a case in point here, really. Climate engineering shreds ozone layer. I mean, that's just given. Allowing much more harmful UVB and even UVC radiation to penetrate atmosphere and reach the surface of the planet, causing harm to all living organisms, including humans, plants, and trees. Geoengineering toxic nano-sized particles disrupt hydrological cycle, allowing to withhold the rain in some areas and dump it in others at will of geoengineers, pretty much. Moisture can be simply migrated over large areas of land and oceans, and again, drought in California, protracted drought, now like 8 or 9 years old. I mean, it's a case in point, and that's only here in the United States. There's many areas around the world that affected even worse than California. Now, part of climate engineering programs known as chemical ice nucleation can and do cool down temporarily and very toxically large areas, but at the cost of worsened overall warming. So, if you want to look at headlines pumping, record Boston snow two years ago in the winter, or all the parade of theatrical names of the winter storms, which somehow we never had, rather than last 2-3 seasons, then that should really be very telling on its own. Spraying programs dramatically increase fire danger as they are desiccants. So basically they suck all available moisture out of the atmosphere, making it drier. And also they coat the whole area and a forest with this incendiary dust, which makes fire burning hotter and more ferocious. So, put 2 and 2 together. So they basically fuel, fire and fewer drought. And now, massive methane expulsions have been triggered now and are accelerating rapidly, trapping the heat in our atmosphere, heating the planet even further. Planet's so-called energy balance has been lost, meaning that the amount of energy that goes into the planet should be rather equal of that is leaving the planet. But unfortunately, because of all the disruption caused by climate engineering, not only climate engineering, but to the big extent by climate engineering, this balance has been lost because there is more energy trapped or enters than leaves the planet. We are in the midst of a major extinction event. Between 200 and 300 species are irretrievably lost every day. So just try to wrap your head around that. 200 to 300 species every day lost, and they never get back. How many species do we have? Now, toxic fallout of geoengineered particles contaminates our surface and groundwater, our soil, acidifies our oceans, and contaminates our air that we all breathe, negatively impacting our health. Diseases like asthma, breathing disorders, Alzheimer's, autism, just to name the few, are all on the rise, with climate engineering being the major factor in it. Again, it's not the only cause, obviously, but it's the major contributor. So it's important to recognize and remember that. again, just to wrap up, those are just a few bullet points. Educate yourself and help us to sound the alarm. Everyone is needed in this critical battle. Take a stand against the largest crime against humanity and all life on Earth to date. What would be the greater than this? I mean, I cannot think of one. Again, from Punta Gorda, Florida, my name is Maciej Kociałkowski, and thank you for listening. All right.